Yo, what's up, good people? Welcome back to another boss tutorial. Alright, before we get into fighting this boss, I'm gonna show you a couple things that are gonna help you along the way. Alright, first off, my inventory. There are a couple things that I used. Alright, I used the Houndmaster's Jerky. If you don't have this, I think you get it in the desert. There was a boss there that didn't turn out to be a boss, but apparently he's a part of some kind of wolf pack, and that was the only thing he was selling, so I bought that. Pop one of those. As you can see, you get crit damage by 15% increase for 60 minutes, and I also got the Divine Nectar, and it also lasts for 60 minutes, and it has an armor increase effectiveness by 10%. All right, lastly, as you'll see whenever we walk into that area, pop me a green leaf, because this boss does nothing but corrosive damage, and that's AoE damage and direct damage as well. And those were all of the things that I used as far as some buffs. All right, now as far as the gear and weapons are concerned, I went with the Hive Cannon. Granted, it's corrosive versus corrosive at that point, but I needed something that was quick but powerful. I know the magazine count is the biggest negative for this weapon, but you'll see it in the video that it really helped me out when I was fighting against the ads. There's only 2 of them that come at a time, but this helped me out a lot. I do use, and you'll see at the end, towards the end of the fight, man, I used the hive shot on the bosses. I got terrified. I didn't think that I was going to make it through there. All right, second weapon is the Eye of the Storm. And obviously, I do not have it leveled all the way up, and that may have helped me out a little bit more. But man, when you go into this fight, I recommend starting off with this and be really, really aggressive. If you have to pop a frenzy to help you fire a little bit faster, that'll be great as well. But you can't be passive when you're playing against this boss. Immediately when you get in there, you need to be direct and aggressive as hell, because he's going to make you become passive whenever he starts doing his AoE blast underneath your feet while you're trying to fight the ads. So you need to do as much damage on him as you can as soon as you get in there. All right, and that static field shot, I started off with it. And once the ads come, I just switch back to the Hive Cannon, and I try to deal with them that way. This armor that I have, it helps regenerate my mod energy really, really fast. And then, the more you use it, the more it builds up as well. But I was saving the static field shots for him because it does so much damage when it all accumulates together. All right, so not worried about your melee weapon. That's irrelevant here. I did switch back to the cultist armor simply because of that 100% mod duration. You just can't beat it. So I did it on both of those. I don't think we're maxed out. We're not maxed out on this, but I went from the Radiant because I really love the Radiant build. If any of you have seen the in-game video for Dreamer and Nightmare, I have Radiant on. I think I have Radiant on there. Did I just mess up? I probably did, but I'm not going to correct it. Anyway, I had it on, and I believe the corrosive damage resistance was at like -3, -4. So I went ahead and swap back over here because of the mod duration, and it kind of gives me a little bit of leeway. Braided Thorn. I felt like this went very well with that jerky that we ate. I probably should have changed this to something else, because you're really not standing still for the most part. So let's see, I would go with Burden of the Gambler. Increased crit chance by 15 and crit damage by 25. This probably would have helped me along a little bit more, because it took me about 30 minutes to beat this guy. So if you have this, if you have the burden of the gambler, I would go ahead and swap over to that. All right, that's pretty much it on the build. Let's go ahead and get inside this video. All right, as I said, once you get in here and you see I popped that frenzy, once I got in, because I wanted all that firepower, shoot faster, but you got to be aggressive with him. By the time he starts bringing out ads, man, I already have half of his health all the way down. More than half. So you have to be extremely aggressive when you get in here. And because I did that, he immediately started doing his, I call it his ultimate. And he starts shooting up that AoE damage from underneath your feet. It's a roll session. So I hope your stamina is good. You see I had that hive weapon on me like I talked about in the beginning of the video to kind of deal with those ads. Ad part is it's only 5 shots. Don't miss like that. And you can drop your own AoE damage if you need to. Just make sure you don't get trapped in it yourself, because it can mess you up as well. But like I said, it's a roll session. But if you follow some of these tips, man, this should be a relatively easy fight for you. Just don't let those ads stay around. If you've gotten this far, then you've already seen these guys on your way throughout the various areas of this map, and get on your nerves really fast. So once you dispatch them, obviously your focus is on the Thrall himself, but as you can see, there's tons of AoE stuff waiting on you to give you the corrosive status effect, which I seem to have had the entire time we were fighting this cat. And then I get to the end here and I don't even know where the hell he's at, and he's on my right. Boom. It's over with. Thank y'all for watching the video, y'all.